So how do you retain the culture in your business? I think it's important early on to identify the key individuals you want to grow with your business. Over time, you'll complement those people with other key people you need in your business to grow. Having clear visions and values in your business will help both new and existing employees understand the vision you have for the business. You need to live and breathe it. The team will pick up on the smallest details, so it's very important that you also live and breathe the culture that you're trying to instill. So how do you grow a business from a small startup into a large corporate? I think it's important to say there'll be growing pains along the way. If not, wouldn't it be easy? We'd all create the next Amazon. I've seen many businesses forget that over a period of time they do need to improve and enhance their systems and controls and their software to ensure that as they grow, their systems grow with them. If not, you do leave yourself open to inefficiencies, to duplication, and could potentially lead to fraud. I think it's also important for business owners to understand their profit drivers. What products and what services generate the profit for the business? It's not always the same as what attracts businesses in the first place, so it's important to understand your strategy and how that will grow as the business grows. If part of the strategy you plan to grow overseas, you will need to seek advice. There are a number of areas that will need careful consideration. For example, double taxation relief, employment tax issues, transfer pricing, local tax regimes that will need to be adhered to. A good advisor can help you pitch your way through those challenges. What are your options for growth? I think organic growth over a period of time does allow you to grow in a controlled manner and allows you to consider all options along the way. However, a number of owner-managed businesses would find the apparent lack of pace in growth an issue, and therefore many owner-managed businesses do look to acquire businesses as a way to bolt on services, geographic areas or products to their business. Acquisitions do need careful consideration. It is likely to lead to debt in the business that will need servicing over time. There are also integration issues. There are a number of big entities over the years that have failed because they have not integrated the systems and software of the entity they have acquired. There are also cultural issues that need to be taken into account. The number of businesses that forget that once you bring together two entities, you do need to then look carefully at the visions and values of each business and how they can work together. There are also legacy issues that may or may not need to be dealt with in the short term. Many of these issues will be picked up through good due diligence, but I think it's very important that business owners understand the time and energy that goes into acquiring a business. They say buying a property is one of the most stressful things you'll do in your lifetime. Perhaps buying a business will trump that. When should you consider bringing new talent into the organisation? As the business grows and moves through its life cycle, it will need to consider bringing in a senior leadership team, which will consist of all the core functions of finance, marketing, HR and operations. It is important to get it right in terms of when you actually take the plunge. I've seen many businesses take on a very strong and costly senior management team, perhaps before they are ready. Therefore, it is very important to make sure that you check in on your strategy to make sure you make the investment at the right stage in your life cycle. Accurate forecasting can ensure that you have all the information to hand to make sure you make the right decisions at the right time for your business. What are the considerations when raising funding or investment? Many of my clients go down the route of raising debt through financial institutions. Debt can be very costly, but it does have the added advantage that you are not giving up a stake in your business. However, debt funding is only available to certain businesses at certain stages within their life cycle. This means that many businesses are forced down the route of giving up some equity or investment in their business. Many business owners do struggle with this as they are essentially giving up a stake in a business that they are passionate about. However, on the flip side, they are taking on investment which will allow them to grow, whether that is overseas or into new products or new geographic regions. I think it is also important to ask yourself what non-financial benefits you are gaining. The investor may have sector-specific knowledge or may have a senior board team that can help professionalise your business. So what are the main takeaways to help you grow your business? Grow with the end in mind. Make sure you take people with you and surround yourself with good, trusted advisors that can help you along the way.